Welcome back to 5 Day Crypto daily update for Bitcoin against the US dollar on the daily chart. We're going to keep it short and sweet today. Bitcoin key things to be watching for. So let's start off on our inverse head and shoulders that I'm sure you've seen by now, right? So we're looking at this pattern here, potentially playing out, potentially not playing out. What would it mean either way? Well, are we invalidated yet? That's what you need to be focusing on right now because we're very close. Where would we get invalidated is somewhere, hard kind of lines are not always the best. You want to kind of a liquidation zone, so to speak. So if you start punching through this, right, let's even color it red to make it as bad as possible. So this is kind of our caution zone. If we break to the downside of this and we break out under, let's call it 40K, okay? 40K, the warning light needs to be going on. We're talking about invalidating not a few days, a few weeks of a pattern here. We're talking about pretty much all of 2022 inverse head and shoulders pattern getting invalidated. This would be a big step for the bears. If we lose this, it's highly unlikely that we're going to be able to recover in the short term for the bulls, right? So if we break down outside of this box, right, and stay inside of here, we're still good. We could come back up here tomorrow, the next week, and be at higher highs, and all is well and dandy. Okay, but for the word of the caution on the day, made up sentences, is if we break outside of this, the odds would dramatically increase of going back to at least test the mid 30s down in this area again, in my book. So watch for that. Now, if we break to the upside, we just need to break. We don't have to do a whole lot here. We just got to kind of break this level, and we can even color that green to give us some happy thoughts, okay? If we break outside of this and close a candle upside of this, the odds are greatly increasing of us continuing this direction. So we'll be watching this over the next handful of days, and then we can take it a step at a time, because after we clear this, we got another hurdle right ahead of us. This support that held for about a month even, right? So this will be our next obstacle right above this level. So we need to not only break above 45, 44 and a half, we got to break above 46, but that's, we'll get there when we get there. In the meantime, this is what we need to be watching for, a breakdown of this level. Okay, so now let's do a little bonus here. Look at these moving averages. What are they? The 21-day EMA, exponential moving average in the yellow, the 8-day SMA in the blue. So notice what's going on here. The 21-day took an about face turn to the upside. However, we had the blue just cross down, a day or two ago, right? Down. So when was the last time, what did this look like the last time this happened? I'm glad you asked. So we're looking for the blue going down, right? The blue going down, crossing under the 21-day, okay? So your smaller moving average crossing down. That's key, okay? So let's go look here. Were we crossing down here? No. Okay, the blue's still going up. Were we crossing down here? No. So the blue's still going up. Were we crossing down here? Close, but the blue's still going up when I crossed. Okay, so we'll omit that as well. How about up here? Did we cross right here? Still kind of going up and sideways, okay? Also, I want you to note that the price action, where the price action is. Prices are been on top, right? When this happened, the prices were on top, okay? So remember that as well. Blue crossing down, price on top. Okay, let's keep going back. We got to go back some time. It's been some time since we've seen this, right? So let's go. How about here? Well, that looks like a pretty good spot. Crossing down. Okay, price action on top. What had happened? Well, prices came close to retesting the 21-day EMA and then exploded, right? That is October of 2020. However, we're now crossing down. Our price action is a little bit lower than this right here. So maybe not. Maybe not exactly like this, right? Similar, the most similar so far, right there. Okay, so let's go back even further, right? The blue's crossing up. Nope, that's not what we want. How about now we're back in 2020 even. Blue sideways, right? Not much to see there. Price action underneath when it crossed. Nope, let's keep going. Aha. What do we have here? Look at the similarities of this move. Price action on top, right as they cross, price starts coming down, trying to hold the 8-day SMA, and then 2 days later, we start to recover very rapidly. So this is the March pandemic drop. Obviously, we haven't recovered quite this substantially, but if we're looking at just those two moving averages, the most similarities right here, right? The blue line's crossing down almost the exact same angle. The yellow line going basically straight across, slightly down. Price action looking almost identical. Twins. You could call them twins. Let's go back and look, right? So remember that. And now let's look at current day. I mean, almost verbatim. Not maybe a rhyme instead of a mirror, okay? Doesn't always repeat, but it does often rhyme. So far, so good. This could end up being a wick. We have 4.5 hours till this candle closes. As of recording, maybe when you watch this, you already know what happened, say? So if we end up holding this 50-day, which is currently, let's get an exact number for you, 41.6, okay? So if we end up holding 41.6 today, and this ends up being a wick down here, if we close at 41.6 or higher, we're still repeating that very similarly. And then 2 days later, we started moving again. It doesn't mean it has to happen exactly 2 days. Could take 1 day, could take 3 or 4 days. But until it's not similar, we might as well assume it's similar. The last time this happened was right after the pandemic dropped. So it's been almost 2 years, right? Almost 2 years to the month, 1 more month, and 2 years until that is repeated, something very similar. So it's not like this happens every few weeks, every few days. This has been almost, so it's way back here, something similar to that right there. So just thought I'd throw that out there. It could be nothing. If it starts to repeat and you see us taking back off to the upside in a couple days, then we might want to pay attention a little bit more to what happened back then. If not, then we can omit it and go color with crayons. I don't know whatever you do in your off time. That's it for this video. I want to make it short and sweet, give you a little bit of an update for those of you that actually are still here, want to learn something new. That'd be my advice. Try to learn something during this off time. Don't just give up and go back to, whatever you do. Like I said, I don't want to know. Just smart money, or if you want to become smarter money, you need to be doing smarter things. Try to educate yourself instead of listening to the 13th episode of whatever on Netflix. Throw on a YouTube learning video. I got a couple recommendations that can help you. Maybe not even about crypto, maybe just about finance or the global situation, right? Not news, but stuff to prepare your mind for things that are to come. Or if you're not doing so well and you bought the top, maybe you should start focusing on how to pick up patterns a little bit better or whatever. I'm just trying to help you. That's all. I'll see you on the next video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. If not, you already left anyway, so just give me a thumbs up if you're still watching. Subscribe if you aren't. If you're new here and you watch this long, I'd be shocked. There's only 13 of you watching at this point, and I appreciate each and every one of you. 50 gold stars to you, and nothing else. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.